Diamond FM 88.7. The sound it is sweet for your ear.
Whether you the motor, you the house, but I stayed number one, no doubt.
Whether you the motor or you the house, but I stayed number one, no doubt. We shine bright diamond, oh, your radio, your voice, your choice. Shine bright diamond, oh. Shine bright diamond, oh, your radio, your voice, your choice. Shine bright diamond, oh. Shine bright diamond, oh, your radio.
Diamond FM, radio made for you.
You can only get timely, credible, and reliable news on your shining supreme station. Diamond 88.7 FM, Iroyin.
From the news desk of Diamond 88.7 FM, Iroyin, this is News on the Hour.
In the headlines, police declined to disclose details of U.S. strikes in Sokoto. Sokoto villages evacuated as bandit kingpin Bello Turuji issues new threat. Osun government police trade words of arrest of governor's aide. Omije Ojumi gospel singer Bumi Akinanu dies. On the foreign scene, at least 22 dead as crane falls on passenger train in northeast Thailand. And in sports news, Super Eagles of Suliemen reveals strikers who inspire his national team career. Good afternoon and thank you for staying with us on Diamond 88.7 FM Iroyin. This is the news on the hour. I am Bisola, Oduwole Suliemen. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Please stay with us.
We've all heard about home fires taking lives and destroying all that a family owns. These tragedies are reminders for us to double-check for fire safety. Make sure your home has properly installed and working smoke alarms. Practice a fire escape plan. Never leave cooking food unattended for long. Teach children never to hide but leave if there's a fire. Switch off all electrical appliances when not in use. In cases of fire, remember, the most important thing to do is to protect lives first.
This message is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM, Iroyin.
Welcome back from that break. Please note that you can listen to us via our website www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook at Diamond 87 FM and YouTube Diamond FM Iroyin. Now the news in detail. The Nigeria Police Force, NPF, has confirmed it possesses information on recent U.S. strikes against terrorists in Sokoto, but will not release specifics to the public. Spokesman Benjamin Hundeyin made the disclosure on Tuesday during an appearance on national television monitored by Diamond FM on Wednesday afternoon. Hundeyin explained that while the police are involved in intelligence gathering and sharing, the details of the operations fall under defense matters. He added that there was cooperation between Nigerian authorities and the U.S., but emphasized that such matters are best handled by the defense sector.
intelligence sharing, not just intelligence gathering, intelligence sharing. So yes, as a police force, we know certain things about the strike, but we don't want to talk about it. We decline to talk about that particular operation. Of course, there was a cooperation but we would rather leave it as a defense matter that the defense will talk about. We got reports of that, and we immediately deployed our men there, especially our explosive ordnance disposal units. Our EOD guys were deployed there to ensure that people remain safe, people don't toy with these things, and render the area safe. So as far as that is concerned, yes, we're on ground to ensure that there was absolute safety for people. Other things about it, where it came from, how it came, and everything, would rather not comment on that. What we did in Ekunrere and Kogi will be sustained, and we will take the battle to every identified enclave of these bandits. I deviated from being specific about where next or the timeline I was going to be to protect the sanctity of these operations that we're about to embark on.
Residents of Eastern Sokoto State, particularly in the Bali community, have reportedly begun fleeing their homes in large numbers following fresh threats from notorious bandit leader Bello Turji. The warnings come after months of relative calm and have sparked panic, with families abandoning farms and seeking refuge in Isa, Gidan Hamisu, and neighboring Shinkafi in Zamfara State. Locals say Turji's threats are aimed at reasserting his influence in the region, targeting communities that have not entered truces with him. Meanwhile, the Joint Health Sector Unions and Assembly of Healthcare Professionals, JOHESU, have vowed to continue its indefinite nationwide strike despite the federal government's directive to enforce a no-work, no-pay policy on its members. In a memo signed by its National Secretary, Mr. Martin Egbanubi, and circulated to affiliate unions on Tuesday in Abuja, JOHESU said the decision followed resolutions reached at an emergency virtual meeting held on January 12 to review developments surrounding the industrial action, including the stoppage of members' salaries through the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation. The union said the strike was triggered by the federal government's failure to implement the adjusted consolidated health salary structure, CONHES, and address other welfare demands. Moving on to Ekiti State, Dr. Wale Oluyede, winner of the People's Democratic Party, PDP governorship primary in Ekiti State, has announced plans to appeal the Federal High Court's nullification of the exercise, describing the ruling as unjust and procedurally flawed. His lawyer, Owoseni Ajayi, confirmed that an appeal and a request for a stay of execution will be filed promptly to prevent the immediate conduct of a fresh primary. The development follows the Ado-Ekiti division of the Federal High Court's ruling on Tuesday, which favored aspirant Funsho Ayeni. Oluyede, however, maintained that his original victory was legitimate and vowed to exhaust all legal avenues to have his candidacy recognized. Still on the political scene, the New Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, has dismissed as false a report claiming that its national leader, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwakwanso, endorsed an alleged plan by Kano State Governor Abba Kabiru Yusuf to defect to the All Progressives Congress, APC. In a statement signed by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Ladipo Johnson, the NNPP described the report as a terrible lie, insisting that Kwakwanso has neither changed nor will change his position on the matter. Johnson said Kwakwanso had instead cautioned NNPP and Kwakwanshia members against betraying the trust of the people of Kano State, stressing that anyone intending to leave the party should do so without falsely claiming the former governor's support. The Osun State Police Command and the Osun State government have exchanged accusations over the arrest and detention of Abiodun Adegoke Akpesin, an aide to Governor Ademola Adeleke, with the state government raising concerns about due process and professionalism. In a statement signed by the Deputy Police Public Relations Officer, ASP Giwa Alade Emmanuel, on behalf of the Commissioner of Police, Ibrahim Goton, the police said Akpesin's arrest followed a petition over an alleged malicious publication made on December 27, 2025, adding that he was apprehended on January 7, 2026, after evading earlier invitations and later charged alongside another suspect at the Federal High Court, Osogbo, on January 9, insisting the case was purely criminal and not politically motivated. However, in a counter statement signed by the Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Kolakbo Alimi, the Osun State government rejected the police account alleging unlawful arrest and detention, disputing claims of invitation, confession and arraignment, and accusing the command of inconsistency and abuse of power, while demanding a public explanation over the handling of the matter. And lastly, on the local scene, in a very sad story, popular gospel singer Bumi Akinanu, widely known as Omi Jojimi, after a hit song, has died. Her passing was announced on Tuesday in a statement shared on Instagram by fellow gospel artist Ayo Melody on behalf of her family. According to the statement, Akinanu died on January 12, 2026, at a hospital in Lagos. While the cause of death was not disclosed, the singer had previously sought public prayers over a leg complication. And that's it on the local scene. The news on the hour is reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Ilorin. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll bring you foreign and sports stories on the foreign scene. At least 22 dead as crane falls on passenger train in northeast Thailand. We'll bring you that story and many others after the break. Please stay with us.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 87 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
Welcome back from that break. You're still tuned in and listening to the news on the hour, reaching you from Diamond 88.7 FM in Ilorin. Before that break, we brought you local stories. Now we move on to the foreign scene. In foreign news, at least 22 people have been killed and around 80 others injured after a construction crane fell onto a moving passenger train in Sikio district, Nakhon Ratchaisim, a province, northeast Thailand, on Wednesday. The train carrying 195 passengers from Bangkok to Ubon Ratchathani derailed and briefly caught fire after the crane struck two of its carriages. The crane was part of an elevated track construction for the Thai-Chinese high-speed rail project. Transport Minister Fifat ordered a full investigation into the incident, while rescue teams used heavy equipment to free passengers trapped in the wreckage. Initial casualty reports rose quickly from 4 to 22, with authorities warning the death toll could climb higher. Still in foreign news, Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni has held his final campaign rally on Tuesday in Kampala ahead of Thursday's general election, urging citizens to vote and warning that any interference would be crushed. The 81-year-old leader, seeking a seventh term, has ruled the country since 1986 and remains a polarizing figure due to constitutional changes, allegations of human rights abuses and corruption. Thousands of supporters clad in the ruling National Resistance Movement NRM party's yellow attended the rally, praising Museveni for youths and women empowerment programs, though some called for better distribution of government funds. Opposition figures, including pop star turned politician Bobby Wine, have also campaigned on the heightened security concerns, with reports of detentions and intimidation of opposition supporters. And that's it on the foreign scene. Moving into the world of sport, Super Eagles assistant captain Victor Osimhen has named former Nigerian strikers Rashidi Yekini, Odion Ighalo and Obafemi Martins as key inspirations for his career with the national team. The Galatasaray forward admitted he never watched Yekini play, but he has been motivated by his legendary achievements for Nigeria. Osimhen is currently just 2 goals shy of equaling Yekini's records of 37 international goals for the Super Eagles. Speaking to newsmen, he described the pursuit as a personal honor and a defining moment in his career.
Who is holding the record as at that time. So when they start coming out, and I got few close friends that show me and try to motivate me that, yeah, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And I know that I have the ability to do it, considering the kind of amount of talent that I have around me in the national team. I know that I can do it. But at the same time, it's amazing to be up there with the greats, to know that what I'm doing now, I've dreamt of it as a young child, watching the Super Eagles play. Although I didn't watch Mr. Rashidi Yekini in blessed memory, but I didn't watch him play. But he's done something that I've inspired a lot of people that inspires me. Also like Oduwole, in which I draw a lot of inspiration from, and as well as Obafemi Matis. So for me to be up there and on the verge of trying to break this record is something that I will never forget in my life. It's something that I will hold on higher esteem. So for me, it's an honor to be talked in almost in the same conversation with the great Rashidi Yekini. So.
Still in sports news, Nantes defender Chidozie Awaziem has singled out Morocco's Brahim Diaz as the most dangerous player the Super Eagles must contain in their Africa Cup of Nations AFCON semi-final clash on Wednesday. The Real Madrid forward leads the tournament's goal-scoring chart with 5 goals, having scored in every match so far. Awaziem warned that Diaz's skill and scoring ability make him a serious threat. Despite the challenge, Awaziem expressed confidence in Nigeria's ability to handle Morocco's star player.
Yeah, we know Brahim Diaz can be is a dangerous player. We need to pay close attention to him, try to not let him play his style of play, because we know how dangerous he can be. We already played against great players, and we stopped them all. So I think the players, everyone knows what to do. Everyone is focused. We just do our know that the boys are fully ready and focused for the game, and we hope we get the win at the end of the game.
And that's it in the world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of the news on the hour for today. But before we go, here is a recap of the major highlights as brought to you. Police declined to disclose details of U.S. strikes in Sokoto. Sokoto village is evacuated as bandits kingpin Bello Turiji issues new threat. Osun government, police trade words of arrest of governor's aide. Omijo Jimmy gospel singer Bumi Akinanu dies. On the foreign scene, at least 22 dead as crane falls on passenger train in northeast Thailand. And in sport, Super Eagles Osimhen reveals strikers who inspire his national team career. Before we wrap up the news this afternoon, we take a look at our Today in History segment. Did you know that on this day in the year 2011, Tunisian President Zine El Abidine